Hello and welcome to 60 Seconds with Sergio. I'm your host, Sergio Cabanas, attorney at law here in Florida. Thank you for joining me today. Today's question is actually very interesting, and that is, hey, Sergio, my partner and I have been living together for many months. We have a house together, we have joint bank accounts, we've held each other out as husband and wife whenever we go out in public. We're each other's emergency contacts in case there's any medical emergencies. Everybody just kind of knows us as having been married. We even have children together. So given these circumstances, don't we have a legal marriage under Florida law? And therefore, if we were to separate or terminate the relationship, we would need a divorce, right? Well, this concept under Florida law is known as common law marriage. We used to look at this and deem it to be a legal marriage because everything seemed to line up, right, for there to be a recognized marriage. If it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's got to be a duck. If they act as if they were married as husband and wife, then there must be a marriage. No, that's not the case under Florida law as of January 1st, 1968. That's when Florida law basically abolished this concept because I believe it got too complicated. People would date, maybe even live with one another for a short period of time, and then when there was a termination of that relationship, suddenly one of the partners is suing the other for a divorce, trying to get the other's properties. They abolished all of that because it got too complicated. Where do you draw the line? So in order to have a legal marriage under Florida law, you have to have had a marriage license and gone through some kind of a ceremony in order for it to be recognized as a legal marriage. So if you've been living together, dating for a long period of time, many months, even 10 years, have children together, still, without having there been that ceremony and marriage license, you would not be considered to be married. However, there is a very, very important exception you should know about, and that is that even though Florida had abolished this concept of common law marriage, the fact remains that there are other states in this country and other countries that do recognize common law marriages or some version of common law marriage, in which case a Florida court may recognize that a marriage existed because it complied with the laws of the state where you resided with your partner, and if they recognize, they being that other state, recognizes the common law marriage existed, Florida law would also recognize that a marriage existed by virtue of the fact that the other state or country recognized there was a marriage. So this becomes very interesting, and a lot depends on the facts of your particular case. Don't hesitate. Consult with an attorney if you find yourself in a situation like this. I hope this short video gave you at least some idea how the laws could work with regard to common law marriages here in the state of Florida. Thank you again for joining me today, and as always, stay informed so you can stay strong.